Hi class, today I will present my visual argument and I hope you like it. So before I start discussing my rhetorical and artistic decisions, I'm going to speak about the purpose and the message of my argument itself. So what I wanted to transmit was a criticism towards the educational system and how it has maintained an obsolete approach in which children are driven to focus on facts, knowledge, and being able to succeed in academics, which certainly prevents them to show their own individual capacities and differentiate themselves from the rest. This obsolete educational system also compromises the development of, of other abilities that are more important in today's world, such as creativity, self-judgment, and empathy. And in regards to the audience, I'm targeting a general one. However, I think this argument might create a greater impact on those who are in charge of the educational system and can actually make a change. So moving forward, in order to convey my message, I use different symbolisms such as animals, a factory, and graduate students. So at first, the animals are entering the factory and they are portrayed in different colors and lively. Each animal has different characteristics, capacities, and most importantly, the power to differentiate themselves from the others, which can be compared to children before entering the educational system when they're not yet molded based on the old educational standards. The next symbol is the factory, which is labeled as obsolete educational system. And here I apply the use of a classical font, which adds to the idea of oldness. And lastly, once the animals have passed through the old educational system, they have lost their own abilities and distinctions, and I try to portray this by drawing the graduates in the same exact way and in the same color. Now, talking about my rhetoric decisions, I make the use of pathos and logos to convey my message with more efficiency. In regards to the use of pathos, I appeal to the audience's emotions by demonstrating how some abilities are taken away by the educational system. So here I drew three chimneys, and each of them is getting rid of a specific ability. While the black smoke narrows down to a school that represents death and how the educational system is killing and diminishing the abilities and personalities of students. Here I imply the terms of creativity, empathy, and logic, and I would like to go more in depth on this. In effect, the educational system is based on the students learning practical subjects such as math, sciences, and others, which involves basically memorizing facts and technical knowledge, and this does not allow students to go beyond these subjects and critically judge, analyze, and think by themselves. Also, the creativity of the students diminishes by the fact that the system imposes specific courses that are said to be more important, and instead other areas such as arts, poetry, and even sports are left to a side, which could suppress the students' creativity and desire to focus on these subjects. Other components that I employed is the use of a speech bubble, in which a graduate says, "At least I will make more money, hopefully." This demonstrates how people are willing to exchange their own personal abilities for receiving a diploma and thus earn more money in their professional career. This can also appeal to the audience's emotions because it demonstrates how the system is not concerned in producing self-aware and empathetic people, but usually make them follow a standardized system that is said to guarantee them success when this is actually not the truth. Lastly, I employed logos by including a statistic that points how 45% of college students don't show improvement in critical thinking after 2 years of college, and This shows how this shows that the old approach of education, which relies more on factual learning, is compromising the students' ability to self-judge and think by themselves. And this ability is certainly way more valuable than getting a good grade or earning a degree. So that was all, and thank you.